Come on, come on, come on. You know who it is by now. And if you don't, get to know. Season 1, Episode 5, Agenda over Facts. It's your dynamic duo. It's your boy T.
It's the young Sage Fanuel.
Why are you laughing so much, man?
No, you know what? Hey, well done to you because you composed yourself, innit? Basically, for some reason, maybe we're just in a laughy spirit. We tried to record this like 2 or 3 times, and we just keep busting up laughing. But now this time let's carry on it.
We dare.
Yeah, it's the young Sage Fanuel. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, man, this episode 5 now, and I feel as if like. I don't know why, but I feel like 5 is just like it's a rounded number. It's a bit of a milestone. Do you get what I mean?
No, I feel that.
It's a small milestone. So episode 5, you know, if you're here, if this is your first time tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the next episode. If you want, start back to episode 1. Start with us from the beginning and, you know, work your way to here. Or if you don't, if you just want to start episode 5, that's calm, innit? Roll with the vibes. But yeah, man, we're back again. This is going to be out on Wednesday. But let's start off how we usually start off, innit? Like, how was your week?
You know what? Just before that, I feel like, you see how we're just creasing before we start? That shows how comfy we're getting. Do you get me?
You think so?
Yeah, bro, that's a sign of comfort. You wouldn't laugh if you're... Well, maybe you might laugh if you're nervous, but I don't think that laughing was nervous. I think it's good. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know, it was like the first one I fucked up in it, and then after that we were laughing from the first fuck up. So every single, like the second, third, or fourth one, we were just laughing. Yeah.
Do you know what? So I can't like that first fuck up. I don't know why. Because when your dad came into the room, I just found that very funny. Like, bro, I don't know what that guy was looking for, like purpose or something. He was looking for ages, bro. I was like, bro, that came in.
Man, you know, we were about to start recording, yeah, and then you know the ones where, like, in your house, yeah, you just know certain people's footsteps, like up a flight of stairs, like my dads are just hella slow in it, but they just carry authority. You can just sense that it's him coming up the stairs. So I said, I know he's gonna come into room because he always comes into like my room in it, like when he comes upstairs in it. So I was like, fam, let's bake for 2 minutes before we start recording in case this guy says something wild in it. But yeah, man, we here.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm feeling in a good energy, a good vibration, which, you know, we'll hear more about later on. But no, on the road, I actually am feeling really, really good. Was gonna go into like how our weeks have been, innit?
Yeah. Do you wanna start off, or shall I?
You know, I don't mind going first because I don't think much happened really. It was just as an out of the norm, just like the normal like gym stuff. Went football on Thursday. My week was pretty normal. Like, hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. Like, if I met someone on Thursday, they're thinking, yo, my bro, like, we chilled for like 3 hours, but I don't remember anything. But Saturday morning, I went to Top Golf with my friends, innit? And it was nice, because I told you something that's already in it, but like...
Which one did you go to, if you don't mind me asking?
It was the one in Surrey. I don't know if you know it.
Oh, nah, I ain't been to that in Surrey.
What's funny is that, you know my internship, they bought me a lifetime membership there, and I forgot. So I rolled up and
Lifetime?
Yeah, because this was 2 years ago and it's still there.
Corporate cunt.
Corporate. But yeah,
you that gets.
I sort of got there and my friends were burnt because I just got one mad discount and they had to pay that full price. But yeah, so we got there. And bro, even just before that, it's the first like thing I've done post-lockdown. Like actually going to something with my friends, innit? Yeah. And I'm not even a golf guy, but bro, I just enjoyed it. Like we was... Like, even the queuing up was fun because we were just in person talking.
You were just out, just interacting with other people.
Bro. Yeah, it felt very nice. And then, like, we got in, and then, obviously, like, so, not to say that I have, like, well, obviously, I have different friends in it, like, different ilk friends from, like, different colours, different everything, innit? Like,
I know where you're going with this.
So, yeah, like, these are my, like, as in, my white friends, in a sense, from young, innit?
The geezers.
So then, and it just so happens that a lot of them are Chelsea fans, innit?
Good. Up the Chelsea.
So yeah, like
are those the fans? Are those the friends you went to the Super League protest with?
No, I actually
just wanted to jump that in there. That you went
yeah, no, I could tell. I could tell. Yeah.
Save our sport from these these foreigners.
these blacks. Nah,
Hey!
I'm joking now. But no, it was like bare calm and like obviously I'm fasting and like they were buying drinks and that and obviously like on the booze playing golf and that and then they bought like chicken wings and everything and like bro I don't know, you know, beginner's luck is a real thing because the first time I ever played golf was at the internship and bro man was swinging it on a mat thing. Everyone was like, oh, how are you so good? It's gone. Yeah. It's bro, I was shit. Like I was like missing the thing like 10, 11 times, like hitting on like the 12th. But bro, the whole day was just fucking. You could tell everyone was just fucking excited, bro. You could like, it was just pure joy. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone was just fucking gassed to be around each other and outside. And then I think came back. Then chilled with my mum, watched the film. There's one. I'm gonna find the name of the film because I think you should watch it too. It was like London boy vibes in it. Can't lie, it was some sad. It was a Nigerian film in a sense because he was this
guy loves it now. He got a sniff of it last week. He was like, what more?
Like a lot. And I think on Sunday, what did I do? Sunday, me and you were meant to go to Tessa's, innit? But then we found like we felt it was a bit too late because like she was getting home at like 8:30. He was like, no, let's leave it. And then I ended up cycling to like Westfield.
But bro, I know where you live, bro. That's a bop.
Bro,
the one in Bush or the one in Stratford?
Bush.
I swear that's a bop for you.
Yeah, like and I ended up going like there's this prison called Walker Prison. I don't know if you know it.
Wait,
or Wood Scrub or something like that.
Nah, you're talking about Webber Scrubs.
That.
Yeah, the real niggas know.
Come on.
Real niggas know.
Like, bro, I just wanted to go on just like a long. I felt like because I had like now I had that space like freed up because we were not linking no more. I was like, cool, bro. I came back here, ended up doing like 25 kilometers, but I don't know if that's long in biking. Maybe it's short in biking.
I don't know. I actually wouldn't know.
But yeah,
it was just hella therapeutic, innit?
Yeah, it was nice. Something like I felt like one racer. I was just going bare quick trying to like keep up to cars and that.
Did you have your fucking?
I had my helmet on.
Yeah, the glasses on as well.
And the visor, I had it on too.
This guy's such a...
Bro, you know some guys, bro. I was behind one biker and he had bike shorts that was see-through and I thought, bro, what are you doing?
Could you see his body?
Yeah. But I was just like, what are you doing? That's bad. Like, do you get what I'm saying? That's a bit...
Yeah, like, certain men aren't trying to see that.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't trying to see that. And actually, people aren't trying to see that in general.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, apart from that, I don't really feel like I did much my week. There were some weird dreams in that. There was like a lot of weird dreams. But I don't know if you want to hear. No. Yeah, I don't know if you want to hear that or just.
That's where you're getting into that later with your thing. With
that's what I was saying. Yeah.
So you can hold that for later, innit?
Exactly. Yeah. But apart from that, I was really in it. How about yours, bro?
Nah, it was calm. Monday, like literally after we recorded on Monday, because my sister like had her last exam like 2 weeks ago or so. Shout out her. So she's finished the uni. So wait, I said,
what did she do?
You know, it's the ones I don't know if I can be releasing that information.
You know, it's jokes. I said that as a joke because I knew you'd feel that type of way of saying it, bro.
Nah, I don't know if man's got the access to be.
Bro, I can't lie. Like, bro, are you and your family immigrants or something? Is that why you don't want to say nothing? Like, ooh.
Oh, yeah, I'll be it.
Yeah, go on, say it. So, like, she finished her final exam for degree X.
Yeah, so she finished. So, I just wanted to like take her out, treat her. So we went out to eat and that. So that was nice. We went to like a spot in like Westfield. It's like a Lebanese spot called like, I don't want to mispronounce it, innit? But it was you know in Bush, how there's that you know how you walk into House of Fraser, there's that little parade of shops. There's that little parade of restaurants. And outside.
In like outside the Bush of Westfield.
Shepherd's Bush, like in the Westfield, but outside there's little. When you walk in, there's little.
It's like a row of them. Yeah.
One of them ones. It was actually kind of nice though. And then on Wednesday, I had to go into work to actually verify my passport this time, innit? Shout out all the people that messaged me, checking if I was okay. Love you all.
Did they actually message?
Yeah, some people messaged me. They're like, oh man, I hear the pain. I hear it. I was like, yeah, my brother, my sister. I hear that.
Do you know? Quickly on that note, I want to say thank you to all the messages that we've been receiving low key over the. Bro, our life's been
last month or so. Yeah, it's
nice. Yeah, like it's been like,
nice.
Like people we know and don't know, like really fucking with the vibes of the of the episodes or podcasts in general. So yeah, thanks, innit?
Do you know? Yeah. So then obviously I went in to do that.
Wait, what was you just about to say? You was like, I thought you was gonna say something else.
Oh, I was gonna say, more time. I like the messages from people that like, you know how say for example like you have your like close friends, that you just have like friends that you ain't really spoken to in a while. Do you get what I mean? They're like your friends, but like you wouldn't go out with them or you wouldn't be like ringing them. Do you get what I mean? It's like, let's say like,
they have no reason to message you really.
Yeah, like let's
Them
say you
ones
went
there.
like
Yeah,
school
yeah,
with each
yeah.
other for like maybe a couple of years, you ain't spoken in time. Like you know them people there, and like one or two people like message me that I just haven't spoken to in ages, and they're like, "Rah, yeah, I listened to your podcast and I enjoyed it." I was like, "Rah, like you,
That's mad, you know?
like you owe nothing to me to actually listen to it, but you listened to it, and the fact that you messaged me so that you enjoyed it, like means that you enjoyed it enough to be like, "Rah, let me message Toye." Do you get what I mean? So them sort of messages were very nice to receive, honestly, proper.
Do you ever think the way that they viewed you back then was a precursor for them listening to it or not listening to it? So let's say back then they knew you as one boring guy, they probably would have never clicked it. Do you get me? Whereas maybe back then, because you were kind of similar to how you are now, like bubbly, very talkative. I swear you was like head boy or something. You were just that person. Wait. There was a term that you used to say, but anyway, like you were just like this same T in it. So maybe back then, the impression of you back then was like, now you've got a podcast. They were like, you know what? Why not?
I'll give it. Oh yeah,
Because I feel like people on both of our ends have been doing that. Like people as same as you, I wouldn't expect coming out of bare like fan love. Look
at this guy. He's got a podcast. I think he's better than everyone.
But yeah, but for real, like respect to everyone listening.
For real, man.
And I'm glad that you are fucking
enjoy it, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, as I always say, man. You know the vibes.
For real. So yeah, so you took your sister to El Shawarma, and then where did you go? Where did you?
The thing is, that's what I actually ordered. Oh god! Oh, so see, I'm going into work, bro. I actually just felt. Do you know what? This is how you know this work from home thing has just fucked up the thing for everyone. I was pissed off at the fact that I had to wake up like an hour and a half earlier to go into work. Like, what kind of an entitlement is that? Do you get
what become so used to it now? I get.
Do you get what I mean? Oh my days! Like, just going in was just bare long, but at the same time, it was actually proper nice because it was like I hadn't actually. That was the first time I was on the TFL in like 2021.
You're chatting shit.
That's what I'm being for real.
Oh yeah. Because more time you would drive if it was anywhere nearer, innit?
Yeah, bro. That was my first time on TFL in 2021. I was like,
how did it feel? Was it weird?
It was bare weird. Even like,
bro,
I had a proper mare, fam. Even like, I'm topping up my Oyster card.
Was you like bugging a bit or like?
Yeah, I was bugging a bit, bro. I was thinking, I used this software before. Nah, it was fair jokes. But yeah, fam. So I went in. It was nice to have a different like change of scenery and that. But yeah, like that was probably my week in general. If I'm being honest with you, nothing really special. Hopefully, because more stuff's opening up, I can start to like go out more, see some more friends, all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, man, that was kind of my week. But, you know,
you know, it's funny how you say the work from home's fucked everything. Yeah, like today, my god sister came over, bro. Man just stopped at whatever time and I just like made a meal and just chilled out for like 3-4 hours. Like, do you get what I mean? If my employer listens to this, innit? Like I don't do this every day, innit? But
allegedly,
innit? Ben,
allegedly.
And I just even like how chilled shit is. Like I have that first. I don't know if it's the same with you, but you have that first meeting in the morning, and that's kind of it. You're kind of left to your own devices.
You just go and do your own thing, innit?
Bro, this work from home thing is mad.
I think I like it. I like it, but I don't like it.
Did I tell you that I ordered plants to make it proper office space?
Man, I think the niggas have too much money, man. They're ordering shit that they wouldn't buy when they're at uni, fam.
Bro, you know,
ordering plants.
I ordered one's a snake plant and one's lavender, and so the snake plant comes as it is, like done. The lavender,
house, man.
I have to. Must say it's a plant, bro. And actually,
it's a snake, though, isn't it? That's
bro,
money.
That's
like demonic, fam.
The lavender, it comes unmature or immature, and I have to water it for like 2 years until it sprouts.
Oh, that is long.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I just thought, you know what? Let me get into like office space, innit? Let me make it a proper office space now. Because I'm trying to stay here. I'm not trying to go back.
And get all the energy and the vibrations.
Funny enough, plants do actually do that. But
yeah. Oh yeah. You understand why I'm laughing later, guys. Niggas ring.
yeah.
This nigga rang me at like 8:20. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone that knows me, knows that if he ring me 9 times out of 10, I can't lie, I'm not gonna pick up in it. But I knew that you would like. There's certain people that if you're gonna ring me at like a non-sociable time, I know you're ringing me because like it's important. Do you get what I mean?
Revelations,
breakthroughs. I was thinking maybe this guy's got something important like to say in it. So I let it ring for like 4 clicks or something. I was like, fuck it, I'll pick it up. So I picked it up. I was like, bro, I was like, yo, like, you know, that was when you put on like a tired voice on purpose, so people know you disturbed them. I wanted to know you had disturbed my sleep.
Bro, but did I care? Did it seem like I cared?
He was like, oh, what you say? And I was like, I'm calm, man, I'm calm. He was like, are you busy? I was like, nah, man, I just woke up. He was like, cool, say nothing. He was like, oh, yeah. I got something for the podcast today, yeah. I was like, bro, man. Like, it's 8:20, I'm just waking up. He's like, oh, daddy. He was like, it's calm, it's gonna be hard. I was like, bro, just allow it. Guy didn't give one toss about my well-being, man. He didn't even cut the video and say, have a nice day, or sorry. He just, yeah, in it. I was like, calm, son. I was pissed off like a good 30 minutes. And it was that was, I wanted to have a proper line here. It was that was, you rang me so late that it was too late to go back to sleep. Did you get it?
So you just have to get up.
Yeah. Fucking nincompoop. Shout out to the game, man.
So that's basically our week.
Man.
So we can get into like the first, I guess, topic that we wanted to speak about this week. It's going to be around our firsts. So, like, the first times that certain things have happened in our lives, and we're sure a lot of you will relate because you've all probably had one or two or maybe all of these experiences as well, innit? But so yeah, like, which one do you want to start with? Should we go in like chronological order?
Oh God.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so then start with whatever the youngest one was. Was it that's like your first?
First friend, and how you met them. So,
oh my God, I just think this is flawed.
Why?
It's the first friend that I remember, but I probably had in a similar way that you did. So okay, first friend that I remember, I'll put it that way, innit?
Go on.
So this was like my childhood best friend. Still close with him now. And I was in nursery. Well, both of us were in nursery. Imagine I said that I was in nursery, he was like year 6. But yeah, no,
nigga, that's not a friend, that's a predator. That's a sex predator, fam. You know them internet interceptors, fam.
And them man are funny. No, what do you mean it? No, what do you mean it? Fucking
get up.
Degenerates, bro.
So who are you here to meet today? No, I'm just here waiting for the bus. No, you were here to meet Claire. She's 14. And how old are you? No, I'm not here to meet Claire. I'm not.
You know speak when they start reading the messages to them. They're like, no, I'm not here. So wait, it wasn't you that said, I want to fuck you so sincerely in the dead of night. This wasn't you. Just catch them niggas out, bro. Red handed.
No, it wasn't me. I was hacked.
Yeah, no.
The videos are jokes, man.
Both me and him were in nursery, and I remember him being taller than everyone else, and for some reason, I think that made everyone shook.
The agenda.
Yeah, like everyone was shook of a minute, and then one day we were all playing outside, running about, and me and him were running around this thing, and we bumped into each other. Like, our heads just knocked, sat down on the ground, and he was like, "Yo, do you want to be friends?" Like, say nothing.
Wait, was this in nursery?
Yeah, this how pure shit is in nursery. Just pure vibes, bro. There's no internet. Not like, yeah, let's just be friends. But yeah, that was it really.
You still friends now?
Yeah, that's my guy still. He was meant to be there on Saturday, but he was working.
Oh, okay, I see.
Do you have a friend one or not?
I actually do, to be fair, but my story's pretty dead. It's like we're friends through family. So it was like before I was born and before he was born, like our parents knew each other. So then through that, like because our parents knew each other, then we just naturally became friends when like our parents would see each other. And then we ended up going to the same school, like primary school, like secondary school.
Did you man become bare close?
Yeah, bare close.
Are you still friends today?
Yeah, we're still calm. We're still G's now. Large up Baker, my guy.
Jeez. Yeah. He's listening like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, we're calm. We're good. Even though you know when you get older and everyone does their own thing, but like everyone's doing their own thing. But but we still got love for each other. We're still calm.
Do you think before we step on to the next one, because we're like talking about friends here, do you think there's a difference in your relationships in terms of longevity? So for example, this baker person, you probably that's your longest standing friend, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, are you the type of person that thinks, okay, it's a quantity over quality thing, or have you met some people where it's like you've known them for like maybe 2 years, but you can have a deeper connection to some people that you've known for like, I don't know, 10, 12, 13, 14 years?
Yeah, definitely. I would say it's a mixture of quantity and quality. Like, say for example, like my friends from home, like ends, like I've been friends with them since like some of them primary school, some of them like secondary school, innit? Like real niggas, they know who they are. I don't have to say their names, they know who they are. But it's just one of them ones like I've known them like since like day dot, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, say for example, like you, man, like bro, I wouldn't be doing a podcast with you if I didn't feel like our friendship was like strong. Do you get what I mean?
I hear that.
And also same way, like say for example, like them ones, like I've known them from younger, so like they know my parents, I know their parents, so like we're close in the sense of like family. Like, but say for example, like my friends from uni, like you, man, like we lived with each other for like 3 years. Like you lived with like favouring them, man, for like 4 years. You get what I mean? When you live with niggas for like 3-4 years, like you see them when they're down, they've gone through their mad things. When like they're down and out, when they're happy, like even living with people, like you don't really know your friends, me personally, until like you actually one go on holiday with them or actually live with them. Do you get what I mean? So obviously, like you can have your small like arguments over there, but it's just like if you can live with your friend, I feel, and like get through all of that, then bro, like your friendship,
you are G's.
Like you're G's for life. So I would say like it's a mixture of like, it's kind of weird because like my different sorts of friends, it's like even that one has like quantity, like because I've spent more time with like my uni friends and in a concentrated time, so that's kind of like
it's evened out type of quantity.
It's evened out the quantity with quality. Do you get what I mean? But so like they're all like level together when you like weigh it all up. So that's how I would kind of see it.
Do you know one thing I think about it, as in so you see how you were saying how like talking about the quantity and stuff, how your friends from younger have seen you at a different state. So at uni, you don't really know who man them are. Do you get me? Because at uni, they try and
reinvent themselves.
Exactly. Whereas like
they try and re-download software, fam.
But for real though, like that, and
through you, man.
And we've seen it happen a lot, innit? Like at uni or whatever. But then deeper, the friends that you've known for longer, they saw you at the stages where you weren't even able to manifest a mask, in a sense.
And pretend
to
be something that you're not. Yeah.
Exactly. So then that's what I'm thinking. Are you closer on? Because I saw this thing and it was like how the time at which you make friends with people at different stages of your life, when you link up with them, a different side of you comes out.
True. Yeah. I hate that still.
So when I'm priming niggas for the vibes and energy, but you know, you see,
I hear that one still, though.
So like you know how if you're linking niggas that let's say you know from 5 or 6, a different energy, like maybe a more playful energy will come out of you,
or maybe like the energy you had when you were that age
back then. Exactly, yeah. As opposed to maybe niggas that you've met in the last 2 years, and then maybe it's a more mature energy that comes out.
Yeah.
But so then I feel like maybe because I've got friends that sit similar to you. I remember in uni, I don't know if this happened to you, but I felt a type of way at a point where I felt kind of guilty that I wasn't as close to my day one niggas as I was becoming with people I was with at uni. Maybe because I was living with them. Because as you said, I will 100% agree and I corroborate what T was saying about, if you really want to find out if you're friends with like a nigga or someone, live with them, innit?
Because then or go on holiday with them.
For real. And by the way,
one of the two.
Someone being jarring doesn't necessarily mean they won't be your friend, innit? Do you get me? Because I guarantee we've jarred each other in very different ways.
Oh yeah, bad times.
But it's more so the capacity to transcend that, innit? Do you hear that? And like still be friends. And if anything, come out. I know you're smiling because I used the word transcend.
you love a corporate word, don't you?
That's my buzzword. But yeah, I was just intrigued about the friendship stuff. But so yeah, we can I guess move on to the next one.
Yeah. What's the next one? Oh,
because that was quite short.
So
you try to do it and like go on.
Chronological.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got them on a list still, but we ain't got them in chronological order, so I'm trying to like...
Chronologically do it in your head. Go on.
Yeah, but that's a bit mad. Man just had to work, man. Man's tired. First day at school. Secondary school.
See, you know what's mad? I got pictures on my cupboard of that, but I don't necessarily remember it. I could show you, but there's no point in it.
Yeah, because people can't see it.
Yeah. But do you want to see it? Oh, low key, them niggas I was talking about are in that picture.
It might trigger a memory if you look at the picture.
One sec. Let me,
Is it far off?
Let me look at the picture and meditate. One sec. Never mind. It's stuck to the wardrobe with sellotape. I ain't doing that much for the show.
Cinema.
But yeah, no, it's just us, man. Like standing in line. Because I remember Loki. Actually, I do remember it. Not it, but in reception. I don't know if it's the same for you, but you had to line up in a line before lesson started. You had to line up outside, innit? And I remember just being young. No, I remember being. I think I was my mum, and I'll quote I'll what do you call it? Make sure what I'm saying is correct. But for some reason, I felt like I was I nervous on my first day? Bro, but the first day of school was nursery. But I remember the first day was second.
I was talking secondary.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, bro.
And you'll remember that.
Yeah.
You'll remember
that day. That day was mad.
Go. Fire.
So imagine, yeah. So the context is I'm the only one from my primary school to come here. My dad made a mistake with the slips, and I was meant to go to one school. It was a joke.
You know them sort of jobs, yeah. Like them sort of admin tasks. You can't get your dad to do that, man. They'll mess it up somehow. You gotta get Mum's unit to sort that out.
So then, like, all my friends, like my primary school friends, they all went to one school, Wimbledon College, and then this other school, I'd got in for music, innit? And then when I got there, I was the only one, obviously, like from my school. I remember walking in, I was excited. I remember the day my mum was taking pictures of me. I had that one fuck off bag in year 7. You know, the massive bag. And you know what's mad? Year 7, you don't know about trends or nothing. So man got one big no fear bag. I don't know nothing about Nike or just do it.
you got that one, yeah, where if someone pushes the bag, you're going with the bag. You're going with the bag. Momentum is taking you with the bag. Bro,
for real. Because if I can find the photos, bro, the bag was so... You know, it wasn't even no fit. It was them bags you would buy in a suitcase shop. You know, and they have like 67 compartments.
Nigga was going to the motherland.
Bro, for real. So I remember getting on the bus and that, and I feeling bare gas. And I get to school, and as I walk in, I'm like, wait, bare man are in groups already. What's going on? And then it dawned on me that niggas had come from their respective schools together. Yeah. So then I was walking, I'm like, damn, like, bro, I don't know no one. So I'm just walking around. I only knew one guy, because there was a parents' evening before. You know how like they have a parents' evening before the school starts?
Yeah.
And then my mum mistakenly took me to it, and then another mum mistakenly took her son to it, and then we ended up talking there. Yeah, it was jokes.
I remember you telling me this actually.
Yeah, and then like, I ended up seeing him there. And then anyway, but yeah. So while I'm still walking around looking, I'm thinking, right, so this is my new school. Like it was on the concrete playground. Everyone's in there like blazers, and I was like, right, so this is secondary school. Yeah, seeing bare girls. I was like, right, cool. Then all I see, niggas screaming. Yeah.
You?
No, I hear
screaming?
It. Bare screaming. Yeah. Now I turn, bro. Ambulances coming in. There's a pool of blood on the playground.
Wait. On your first day of school?
On my first day of school. bro, one crackhead in year 8, yeah, must have been climbing on like so basically there's like a concrete wall around. So okay, so I'll try and explain the format of the school in it, but more so the playground. So you have a lower playground, then up some steps, you have an upper playground, then up some more steps, like you have a garden. So from that...
What kind of rich school did you go to? Man said there was a playground on top of a playground and a garden on top of a playground.
You man didn't have that, like 2 playgrounds, like 2 levels playgrounds. You man just had 1 playground.
Yeah.
Rah, my bad. So then, sorry, bro. It sucks to be a Tory. Move your working class away.
Get your kindness away from me.
Man was outside playing football in socks. Yeah. Yeah. So what's it?
Oh god.
So I remember, like, so the garden you can climb up there on this concrete bit, and like there's like a rail fencing that you would, I guess, hold. It's not meant for that, but it's just there, innit? So this guy's climbed up there and he's on the rail fencing or whatever. Man just falls and then cracks his head open.
Was he in year 7 or not?
Year 8, bro. That's what I'm thinking. Pattern up. It's not even the year 7 trying to get clickbait or whatever with some other friends. Like, man's in year 8. You've distinct, like, what are you doing? But now he was a bit weird, didn't he? So then, so then the ambulance came in.
Did he come back? Like, after... Actually, no, say your story. I'll
yeah, no, he came back. He was fine. But, bro, but because the first time I ever saw that nigga was after this shit happened, he always looked very weird to me. And I don't know if he looked like that before the fall. Do you get me? Man looked weird. Looked a bit weird. Like, his eyes actually look weird. And I don't know if that was because of the fall.
Like, you know, when, like... It's not cross-eyed, but we know when your eyes are... Like, one's looking to the left, one's looking to the right.
It wasn't like... It was like just more like... The world would be bulbous. Like, they were just like bare, like... You know when niggas have... You can see bare veins on their eyes and their eyes are bare protruding. But I'm not even hating on a nigga. But I just want to know if, like, maybe the fool did that or maybe he was like that before. But yeah. Obviously, that's happened. There's an ambulance in the middle of the camp, in the playground. Everyone's like, oh my God, this and that. And that set the scene for the first day. And then I think... I remember just hanging around with that guy that I said I had met before. And us man just causing mischief, innit? Really, on my first day. But yeah, do you remember your first day at secondary school?
Yeah, mine wasn't even that bad. But see, I was actually kind of lucky in it because I've got all the siblings in it. So
so you was patterned.
Yeah, I was patterned.
Me, I had to climb up that hierarchy with bare jokes and that, bro. Bare bullying.
Yeah, you had to work your way to the top
For
of
real,
the jokes.
Like
that fast track like it's Fort Park, cuz. So I got my sister that I was talking about earlier. She's like 2 years above me, so she was in year 9, and also
that's so cool.
And I also had a sister who like left sixth form, so she went to uni the year I like went into year 7. Do you get what I mean? So I was kind of patterned.
Like, did people know of her?
Yeah, she went a nerd.
Do you know what? Because I never had, I've never had siblings like that in the school. And was there a certain, well, maybe you'll say this in a sec, but was there like a certain reputation, like, oh, your things, brother?
Yeah.
Okay,
They'll be like, you know, was like the ODs will see you. They'll be like, that's Finky's brother. That's Finky's little brother. Some of the girls in the OD, they'll be like, oh, he's so cute. I'm like,
oh, you was patterned.
You know how it gets. Come suck this willy in the playground.
Whoa.
Joke, obviously. Agenda, man. Agenda.
But yeah, go on.
But obviously,
wait, did you have that same rep with like teachers and that? What was there?
Teachers love me though, innit?
Oh, okay, calm.
Teachers love me, just got the gift of the gab, innit?
Were your sisters like well behaved in that in school, or were they like mischievous or not?
Nah, they weren't really mischievous. My sister was well behaved, man.
No, so then your rep was calm in a sense.
Yeah, so I was calm. So obviously my sister was in year 9, and my other sister had just finished it. So my older sister that had just finished, she was like, oh yeah, like basically like 1-2 weeks before uni, like they were getting me patterned, did it? So she's like, nah, you can't get that bag. You gotta get a nice Nike bag. So see, man's got a Nike bag.
She patterned you. See, I didn't know this. She patterned you.
Oh, see, man's got a Nike bag. you know the ones. It wasn't the Just Do It thing, but it was, you know, the big Nike bags that said Nike, like sideways, and it'll say Nike in grey.
And there was like blue, grey, pink, very different color bags.
Man's got the grey thing.
I eventually got that bag like midway into year 7 because I patterned up, but yeah.
you had to evolve with the times, didn't it?
For real, bro, for real.
So then obviously patterned the bag. Now it comes to the crepes, and my sister's like, nah, he needs kickers.
She plugged you, man, bro.
Seriously?
I bought there with some shoes and things, bro.
You're gonna pass the crepes.
Yeah, she plugged you. Nah,
you gotta go past the crepes.
Which kickers did you get? Because I haven't.
Man's gonna get to that. Man's got the kickers, and obviously at my school, it's better with, didn't it? So our colours were like brown and cream was better with, but then our ties, so you know how there were houses in schools.
Yeah, we had
different houses had different colours in it. So our tie was like half was like stripes, but brown and the colour of your house. So it was like one stripe was brown, one stripe was red. I was in red house, innit? So obviously, I'm thinking, man's trying to do this colour coordination thing. So obviously, man's got kickers. You know how kickers can have stitches, innit?
Did you get the red one?
I got red stitch.
Wait, did your school allow it?
Man, I was thinking, fuck, I'm in year 7, I'm a bad man. Let's go 16, year 9, I'm a bad man.
Come on.
So obviously, I've got the red stitches, and And like, you know how you get that kicker's pendant?
That hard one, yeah.
Man's got a little, my thing's silver. And it's got red studs.
I never saw that. That's hard. I never saw that.
See, it's up to you. You know how in school they had like the 6, like it had to be like, what was it? It had to be like at least like 6 stripes. In our schools, like I think it was 8 stripes. You had to show 8 stripes in your tie, innit? Man just did 6.5 because I'm a bad man, innit?
Wait, how can you change it?
You know did you have the clip-on ties? Did you have to do your tie
Bro,
yourself?
you don't want to see our uniform. Our thing was turtlenecks.
Oh damn!
Like jumper turtlenecks, blue ones.
So our thing was ties, innit? So it had to be like, we had like an 8-stripe policy. It had to be like 8 stripes or something. I said, loud that man. I did 6.5.
Wait, so is 6? Is that like short? Is it? Would it come out shorter?
Yes.
You're the bad boy saying that.
See, I've got a fresh trim. I was like, man, let me get slits in my eyebrows.
No, I can't lie. Yeah,
Bro,
right, but I'm hearing this.
bro.
Yeah, I'm hearing this. You
Bro,
definitely
I
went to
did
one. You went to a delinquent school.
Nah, I didn't, bro.
Because mine slits weren't allowed. Kickers with colourful threading weren't allowed.
Yeah, I got G-checks when I got in.
Well, by school.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
G-checked,
good.
bro. So
Good.
obviously,
Okay,
I've gone
continue.
in. Obviously, I'm walking in swagger because man's
Come on.
kitted out. I'm looking fresh. I got a trim. Everything's set. So obviously, we sit down at one assembly, and then one teacher sees me, and she looks at me like, "Oh, we've got one of those boys. We got a black boy with attitude.
Them ones.
We got a black boy with attitude." So she looks at me. She pulls me to the side. She don't even know. She's like, "Excuse me, like." Your uniform is an absolute joke. Like, look at your shoes, look at your tie. She basically patterns me in it, makes me do my tie, makes me do everything. Turns out, she was my form tutor. Yeah, so our relationship was just from the beginning. It was just bare pants in it. But she's calm. Like we're actually calm. Like she actually messaged me a couple of months ago, actually. So we're actually calm.
No, I'm saying like.
No, she sent me a
weird.
Facebook request. And I was just like, oh, like, how are you? Like, how you been?
To me, that's a bit inappropriate still. I can't lie.
Yeah, but you need to remember, I'm 23 now.
And that's that teacher-student relationship.
No,
like,
it was just like, how are you? Literally, it was just how are you? I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm good. I just finished uni, I'm working now. I can't.
What? And she was like, oh, I'm just here bored.
No, she's married in that, bro. What the fuck? What's wrong?
What happily?
Yes. Why didn't I ask? That's not my problem. Yeah, but anyway, obviously, man walked into school thinking I'm the guy. Obviously, because I had that veto with my sister in year 9. You know the ones, yeah, with the oldest and the oldest, yeah. That man would try and bully and get onto the year 7s.
I remember. I remember that a lot, yeah.
Oh, man, that man were ruthless, man. You know, the man used to make us do sometimes. Sometimes you'll walk past them, they'll say, stop, do 10-star jumps.
They used to make us line up, bro. Bro, you know that's why I became funny. I used to tell them jokes and then I was cool with them.
Just to be like, yeah, leave me alone, innit?
Yeah, no, and they'll be like, nah, they'll be like, there's me and my other guy, he'll be like, nah, they're calm still. The rest of everyone else be getting lined up and that.
Bro, they'll just line you up, they'll say, do 10-star jumps. If you're doing them with no enthusiasm, they'll be like, enthusiasm! Quicker! Bro, nah, man, that used to give me...
No, I can't like, school is actually character building.
Oh, for real.
But go on.
Yeah, but nah, that was basically it, fam. That's basically just what I wanted to say, bro. Yeah, man. First day school was jokes, man. I thought I was the guy, obviously, because I thought I had that veto with my sister, but then my form tutor just patterned her life out of me. It was bare jokes. But, yeah.
You know, it was just random, yeah. Like, this wasn't on my first day, but it's definitely my first, like, month or 2. Yeah. But I was a softie, innit? So then, I remember, no one had ever made fun of my name, innit?
Yeah.
Like no one had ever made the fanny joke, like never. Yeah. So I'm in year 7 now, and I remember I'm chilling with these like 2 year 7 girls, and they have year 8 sisters in it. So then now I'm chilling with them, yeah, and they go, oh, like who's your friend? They're like Fanuel, and then one of them goes, what, like Fanny? And they just start creasing, yeah.
That's how
they all just start creasing, and I'm just there like, wait, what? Like, bro, what's going on? And I didn't know what a Fanny was, and then someone tells me, yeah, bro, I started tearing.
In school.
Bro,
in front of people. Your stock price is plummeted, bro.
Down, bro.
It's not recovering, fam. Bro, assets gone, fam. You can't no recoverable losses, fam.
Bro.
No recoverable losses, fam.
Bro, and then like everywhere I go, they just keep saying it.
Yo, Fanny, how long did it stick with you for?
I said I told enough jokes for it to go away. And then I got them not to like me and was calm.
Were you ever like the moist street in school?
Nah, never that.
Never
I was
that.
always like, do you know what's like? This is what I'm saying. You see that one friend that I made? He turned out to be quite mischievous in it. So I never really had the capacity to be moist. We was always getting in trouble and was always chilling with the niggas that would do that shit, innit?
I hate that.
Bro, year 7 was bad, bro. I nearly got expelled. And that's the thing. I'm not even that type of person though. Like, even back then, but I was very impressionable in it. But bro, I remember one time year 7, yeah. Oh my god, this is when my dad threatened to send me back home. What's it, yeah? Hey, bro, I remember this story. Hey, imagine, yeah. So did you man have these like silver metal like shelters for mics?
Like, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So then one day, I don't know why, like me and these two guys, yeah, we were just in some weird energy. We was like, let's just try and kick it down. So we're kicking it down, like spending bare of our free time.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, bro. So we're just kicking it down, and obviously it's not gonna work, innit? So then now we go back and we go into our lessons, whatever. Then one teacher comes in and goes, yeah, can I borrow a Fanuel, please? And he was my science teacher, but I was in a different lesson. So I go with him now, and he goes, I have some stuff to show you. I'm thinking, what's going on? And I can tell I'm in trouble, but he won't tell me why. And I'd been in trouble here and there before, innit? So then I already had a reputation. So he takes me into my classroom, and then I see the two other niggas. I'm thinking, what's going on?
Nah, you knew the jig was up. When you saw the two other guys.
But then I think, what's going on? So we go to her room, yeah. Why does my man swipe a laptop around? He goes, look at this. It's just CCTV of us, man, just kicking it down. Bro. And then he goes,
back to rights, man.
Bro, for real. And I'm just there, my lips are quivering.
Because you know what's going to come next. You know what's going to come next.
Yeah, bro. So then, like...
Call home. Call home.
The thing is, I had bare calls already in it, and I knew that I was on my like last strike type thing. So then I see it, and my lips start quivering. I'm like, oh no. And he goes, well, we're gonna have to show your parents this and get them in. I'm like, no. So then I remember, yeah. Remember I said I was a soft kid, innit? So then now they go back in. These intimidation tactics, yeah. And because I'd been in bare trouble before, my dad said, listen, one more thing, I'm gonna send you back to Ethiopia, innit?
Oh shit.
So now we're outside, the three of us, yeah. And then, bro, man, I was like, bro, I don't want to go back to Ethiopia. I want to just send it back, man. I didn't want to kick the stupid shit. I'm like, and you know what's bad? They've left us out there as intimidation tactics to make us melt, and then nigga melted like butter. I was like, bro, I don't want to do this. Obviously, I ended up getting in trouble. I didn't get sent back to Ethiopia, but I just got beaten.
Oh, so they actually rang
you? Yeah, they told him, bro. I remember, you know what? We can actually now we're veering off. Maybe we should stick with first cinema. I was gonna say, I know for a fact we should do for another episode. Do just memories from secondary, because I know for a fact you have bare from of secondary. But let's move on, innit? Because that was our first day of school.
Oh, I've got another. Oh, next one. First house party,
bro. Best house party of my life.
Crazy.
Best house party of my life. But it was the first time I ever drank as well. So the wave was immaculate, bro. Go. Bro, I became a different nigga. So it was one house party where everyone went. That the black kids went, like as my lot, the white lot went, the posh ones went. Like everyone was at this house party.
It was just the place to be that night.
The place to be, and like the person who threw it, I think her mum had patterned it and just got bare alcohol. Like she knew.
The mum's there.
Yeah. So then.
How old were you, man?
Yeah. Bro, I think this was like year 7 or year 8. Yeah, year 8. Yeah, I think it was year 8. Yeah, bro. Unreally. It was year 8.
No, bro. I don't think you're understanding how young year 8 is.
Yeah.
That's like 13.
Come on.
Hey, you're drinking.
I was getting lit.
Nah, you're crazy.
You know what's mad? I was gonna say, like later on, yeah, we're gonna say first kiss, but I clocked, bro. My first kiss might have been this night because I went on a mad thing.
So just snug in bad things, fam.
Bare things,
Get
bro.
your tally up.
From every single echelon, bro. Like one from the black group, one from the posh group. Anyway, what's it? So then,
man, went into sample the lips.
Everyone, bro. So then, imagine, yeah, like I've come in now, and I remember it was just I walk in, and it felt like it was Skins episode, just bare music blaring, everyone talking, like different rooms. I'm like, yeah, man, this is cool, man. This is like I felt like I was yeah. And it was like, so then I go into the front room, yeah. I see my niggas. I'm like, yeah, what you man saying, whatever. Then I go into the kitchen and it's just a table with yak. Different types of yak, different bottle size, everything. I'm like, I'm getting lit. I got excited, didn't it?
And you know the ones, see niggas, yeah, we ain't used to getting shit for free, man.
For real.
When we see a freebie, we're lapping up and getting value.
And I can't, like, I'm that type, I'll take a sip from my drink, put it down, and I'm watching my drink. Like, you know, niggas be like, yeah, it's a freebie. I'll be like, nah, bro, I drank that. Put that down, bro. I was actually going to finish that still. Like, leave that there.
Oh, gosh.
So then, obviously, bro, I start drinking this juice, and bro, man's getting yacked. Like, bro, I'm going, I was moving mad, like saying bare shit to everyone. I was just excited. And bear in mind, yeah,
when you're drunk, when you're drunk, you're that
no,
sort
bro,
of drunk
but
as well.
this was a mate, like, bro, like, so you know me and you need it. Back then, I wasn't this, like, I was confident in a sense, but when it came to like girls and doing those other stuff, I wasn't confident in that sense.
Yeah,
so, bro, the yak dealt with that, bro. Bro, tell me why man was going. I don't even remember the conversations I was saying, bro. All I remember is I'd be talking to girls, yeah, and I'll be saying the right things. Next thing I know, we're lipsing. I don't remember what was being said. So,
come here.
You know what? Hey,
That's what you're on.
bro, I'm just saying I don't remember the conversations because there was no conversation. No, but what I remember, yeah, I remember like.
Come here. Agenda.
What's it? But no, because what I remember is I remember being in stances. I remember like I don't know who this cool nigga who that emerged was. I'd have my elbow on nothing, be like, yeah, just talking to them, whatever, like getting to that, yeah, bro, like 5 minutes later, we're lipsing. Yeah, so then, bro, I was doing this with very different girls, yeah, and then I think one girl must have told another girl I must have lipsed her already. I got slapped in it, and I was like, oh man, whatever. Went to another room, yeah. Bro, I was gassed in it. So then I remember, yeah, there's one girl that had a thing for me in it, but I didn't have a thing for her. Bro, mum's life, yeah, this thing cornered me. So imagine, I'm like, I'm making this next drink because I'm thinking this alcohol thing is the one. So I'm on my like 5th drink or whatever it is and mixing everything, yeah.
And you haven't threw it up, and you're in year 8, bro.
Bro, I was doing it still. I don't know where it was. So then, like, obviously I'm missing out bare bits because it was so long ago. You know, it was that kind of party, bro. Certain man had sectioned off rooms. They taking a thing into a room and yeah, so moving unruly, bro. Do you know what it was? I think it was because I've seen this thing, yeah. For some reason, posh white people are always way more advanced. They're doing sexual shit in like year 8. Niggas ain't doing that till niggas ain't doing that till year 9 or year 10. I don't know if they've been watching their parents or something, bro. But like, them man are always on like, I remember when I was hearing stories of like them licking each other out in year 8 on trampolines. I'm thinking, bro, are you man not watching Simpsons and that? So then, 6 o'clock, channel 4. But yeah, so then I remember, yeah. So this one girl's cornered me now, yeah. Oh, that's my mum. But yeah,
tell her I said hi.
So I'm cornered now, yeah. And like I remember this girl's talking to me and I'm trying to move away because I just sense what's coming. Like I know she's gonna try. You know, it's that night where everyone's just trying to risk it all. I'm not the only one feeling confident. Everyone's
moving unruly.
Yeah. So then, next thing I know, yeah, I just feel one slug of a tongue going down my throat, bro. Just forcefully, bro. And I'm like, and I felt bad, so I stayed there for a bit.
Wait. So wait. We need to go back a couple steps. How were you cornered?
So like I was mixed. Imagine, you know, like in a kitchen, there's like the corner of the what do you call it? Not the table.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I don't even mean like in every kitchen we've had. It's like the corner of the room, but it's like
yeah. I know what
you're
saying.
But it's like a surface. So I was like in that corner, just mixing my drink in it. I moved it away from the table in it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, because I started hiding my yak in it, and that was one of the places I hid it. So then I say my yak. It wasn't even my yak. It was someone else's bottle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't buy nothing. So now I'm mixing my thing, yeah, and then I turn around and she's there in it. And I knew that she was like gonna have a thing with me for that night, innit? Then yeah, she just like was talking and I was like, yeah. I was trying to move, and the next thing I know, she stepped on, man, putting her tongue down my throat, lips in me, and I stayed there for a second. I was like, yeah, no, I need to go, and I dipped to the other room and I disappeared. But yeah, no, I think she did, but I disappeared into the mass of people, and I can't lie, I did my thing, man. I think I must have. Well, for myself back then, innit? Because I must have lips like 8 girls and I felt like
numbers. Come on.
I felt like the man. I remember I was like, I felt
masculine energy.
But bro, you know what's jokes? The next day, I must have had my first hangover. Oh my god, I didn't even. Bro, there was a fight. Bro, the police came. What am I saying? Oh my. So then, bro, bear happened at this party. So imagine, yeah. So this one guy, yeah, you know them guys that just have bare pent up aggression all the time.
Oh, he's like, on passer.
I know the guy now, and he's calmed down bare. Maybe he's going through some things back then. But anyway, you know the niggas that they're stuck trying to find themselves, and maybe they're being someone else type shit.
Yeah.
So this guy, like, I think he's trying to beef with someone, and now he's gone into the outside into the like road, and he's shouting at this guy, and the neighbors must have called the feds.
Wait, is he shouting at a guy that was at the party or just a random?
Yeah. They've gone outside to sort this in it.
Okay.
And now they're shouting at each other bare loud, and then obviously it's kind of late, so neighbors have now called the feds. So the feds come here, and then like one bully, I think like a bully in a small car came here. Bro, you know I'm yacked in it. I'm like, oh my, bro, but because all they've heard is a noise disturber, and like they've heard it's a big party, whatever, innit? And they've probably seen like bare alcohol, whatever. So I've gone out now, and bro, obviously I'm yacked out my head, like yacked. Well, I see these police, I'm like, police! And I run down the street bro, I run down the street as fast as I can.
Like they're chasing you.
Yeah, and obviously they're not, but I'm just gone. I'm legging it, yeah. Bro. So then I take like 2 lefts and a right and whatever, and I end up on like the main road, innit? But I've now found, I found the guy that was in beef, innit? And now I found both of them. So I've like somehow around them, because they obviously ran too. So I only know one of the guys. The guy that I said was like he wasn't really himself. So I'm trying to get them to break up the beef in it. I'm like, wow, relax, like guys, stop, whatever. Tell me why, and I feel bad. I'm holding the guy back here, and the guy goes through me and bangs him in the jaw and puts him to the ground. I feel so bad.
You're a bad guy.
But then
you're a bad guy.
But then I think that ended, and then I ended up going home. And bro, this is what I'm saying. Alcohol was a weird thing, because then the next day that confidence was gone. Next day I went in, gone.
Question? No. Finish what you're saying, and I got a question.
No, I was gonna say I went in and I saw these girls, and I don't really chat to like that. And bro, man wasn't that cool smooth operator. I was like, hey.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, because I always feel like, you know them times there when you're like in secondary school, there's a house party, yeah, and you do a thing with a girl, yeah, and then the Monday, like everyone's whispering about the party, like, oh my god, like that person,
yeah,
that
literally.
Oh, do you see them? Oh, they were a state, and then you see the girl that you got with, you're just thinking,
bro, it was all still.
I
remember because like it was a mixture of things in it, and then one of them, I remember it was one white girl, and like I remember seeing her. She's bad right now, by the way. So I'm not. But what I'm saying is, I had good taste in it. So then I remember seeing it, and I just like, it was weird, didn't it? Like it was weird because you know when you're that guy that I was when I was drinking, maybe that was me on some different level, but that wasn't me on a day-to-day.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get me? So then maybe they've been exposed to that nigga's energy, but now I've come back to reality and I'm just this other nigga. Do you get me? But yeah, imposter, bro. And then that was my. I'm trying to think if anything else happened. God. But yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. But that was my first house party. Fucking to this day, maybe it's because I was so young and like obviously the first time I got drunk is the maddest. That was the best house party to this day, innit? But yeah, top that. I'm joking. That. Go on.
I tell you what, I actually can't, but I tell you what, I won't give you a story about the house party itself. I'll give you a story about after the house party.
Go on.
This was like, bro, I was a smooth, bro. I was probably like, I want to say it was like a 16th or something like that. And it was like a 16th. I want to say it was 16th. I can't really remember.
So what's that? Is that like year? What's that year?
That's like
year 9, year 10.
Year 9, year 10. Probably like year 9. I want to say year 9, innit?
Maybe even year 10, year 11, you know, because...
Nah. Actually,
no. Wait, when's A levels? That's the easy way to do it. Sixth form. When is... Sixth form's 18, innit?
I'm pretty sure I was in year 9. I was pretty sure I was in year 9.
Cool, go on.
So, fuck the age, year 9. So, obviously, my brother... So, I've told my brother, oh, yeah, I've got a house party, innit? Man's just gassing me up, saying, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. Obviously, I'm just thinking, yo, broski, like, obviously, let me bro some young. I was like, this is my first house party. I'm a bit nervous. I need to know what's my god. He's like, cool, you do this for the things there. You do this, you do that.
I know, I hear the
So I'm thinking, alright, cool, he's patting me.
Wait, do you remember any of what he was saying?
Just stuff like, don't be moving too mad with it. Move like you're interested, but you're not interested. You know,
the gems.
This is the one piece that actually told me. Whenever I go out, I always do. Always be like, always have a cup of something in your hand.
Well, just for the aesthetic.
Yeah, just for the aesthetic. And so that was when you're just chilling, like, say you're in the club, you're in the corner, you just got something in your cup, just a little sip while you're bopping, just aesthetics in it.
Wait, does the cup have to be filled with anything or just the cup?
Yeah, it has to be filled aside. It can't be empty.
Okay, cut.
So obviously, just stuff like that. So obviously, I'm like, yo, but bro, like, come on. Obviously, I was like, bro, like, my drip in it. Like, man ain't got girls like that. I'm still a young yeet in it.
Like, bust me.
Yeah, I was like, bust me. You know them days there. You know, them times there, Gucci belts were in style.
The what? Oh, Gucci belts. Yeah,
Gucci belts were in style.
yeah.
So my bro had a Gucci belt. He got it like a couple of months ago.
Wait, was it them fake ones? 'Cause I know Bearman had the fake
Nah,
ones.
that was a real thing. So
He had a real thing.
He had it.
Oh.
My bro was like, he was like 10 years older than me, innit? So he's a big man. He was a big
Oh,
man at the
okay,
time.
that's different then. Yeah.
And them times I was in year 9, so obviously, let's say you're like 14, he's like 24 in it, so he's kind of relatively a big man in it.
Oh, so he's at our age or my age.
Yeah.
Now,
like,
innit?
now,
That's mad.
do you get what I mean?
Oh, that's
So obviously,
mad, yeah.
so man's got a Gucci belt, and I'm like, alright, cool. And he's got the real thing, but he ain't got. You know how man used to have the one that was red and green, the red and green straps. But
The bait, that was the bait one. Yeah.
He had an exclusive thing, all black.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Limited
hey,
edition.
I was like, bro, you let me have this one. The goddamn the slags are gonna lap it up. So he's giving me that. He's giving me that Gucci belt. It's too big for me, but I made it work.
Come on.
And he's got one small like Zara jacket, one leather thing. He's thinking, bro, it's too big for you, but if you put it on, you're gonna look bolo. I'm like, Cinema, I put this on. So see, he gave me a little chain as well. I'm looking dripped, fam. I'm looking hard. So I've gone to the party, vibes in, doing my thing. Obviously, like a little, you know how sometimes when you're that age, like some people are doing up mosh pits, innit? So they're doing up mosh pits, you know?
Yeah. Oh, boy, them niggas are jarring, man.
So I'm doing up mosh pits. After the mosh pit, I look at the Gucci belt.
No.
I scratched up.
Oh, bro, I thought he was gonna say he got swiped.
Scratched up. And I remember before I left, my brother said, do not fuck up this Gucci belt.
Oh,
he literally, as I left out, he said, do not fuck up my Gucci belt. So I was like, nah, man, it's calm. But obviously, I was just gassed. My guys and I wanted to get to the movie. It's like, it's calm, man. Allow it. So see, Gucci belt's fucked up. I'm like, bro, what am I gonna do? Man's getting water. Man's trying to polish it. The scratches aren't going. So obviously, I get home. I put it in the box and pretend that it's all calm, innit?
Oh, no.
Morning comes, some of my guys slept over, innit? Morning comes, my brother calls me to his room. I just know what he's gonna say. He's like, oh, bro, like, oh, did you have a good night? You know that was there. We asking dumb questions.
They're going around it, yeah.
How was the motive? How did did you do your thing with girls right then? He'd be like, oh, yeah, so how's the Gucci belt? I was like, yeah, it was calm, it was nice.
Wait, so do you think he had seen it already?
Scratches, like, oh, go on. I'm just like, bro, like, yo, you've crashed up, bro. Oh, he's crashed, fam.
If this guy,
we're gonna have to edit this thing, bro. Log on.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, bro, I think it's me.
Yeah,
My connection went.
Oh, that's calm. You know what? Pause your recording, innit?
How do I? Oh, yeah. Obviously, we had a couple technical difficulties, but you know, we back, we better. Anyway, carry on with the story. So, obviously, I've come to my bro's room. Man's like, oh yeah, how's the motive? All of that jazz. We been that said that. So he was like, oh yeah, but T, what I going for the Gucci belt? I'm like, it's calm. I'm like, it's calm. He's like, nah, but I'm seeing a couple of scratches. He was like, what happened? And don't lie to me. I was like, obviously, just. Obviously I was dancing, a couple mosh pits, a couple man was just, you know how it is, and it's just like, nah, but what did I tell you? I was like, bro, you know, man, I'm just like, allow it. Man, he dealt with me, man. The guy just put me in one headlock, fam. Bro, man put me in one severe headlock, fam. And there was, my niggas are downstairs, so I can't even scream. And my niggas will be like, yo, why is Toye screaming like a bitch, bro? And you put me in a headlock, I had to apologize and say, sorry, bare times, fam.
Wait, do you know roughly how much it was, if you had to guess?
Nah, I don't really know. I can't lie. But Gucci belts are like, bro, actually, I don't want to say a number, then it's just not that much.
You gonna search it?
Yeah, I'll Google it.
Okay. Well, if anything, that's probably raised in price because it's a vintage, innit? From back then.
I'm typing Gucci belt black. Oh, fair enough. I deserve the headlock.
How much is it?
£315.
Oh my days. Oh, nah, okay.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, this is the first time I've ever Googled the price, you know.
That's magic. That's it. That's
God.
bad. That's bad.
And then he had to get it out, filed or redone, so all the scratches are gone now. But yeah, cool story, man. Jokes. But yeah, man.
What's the next one? I think it was.
Ooh, first time proper Khalassed.
So I guess mine was I've said mine already. Really, mine was the house party one because I was done out.
Oh, what that story? I don't want to say it. I want to say it during your memory. Remember that pool place? Was that your first time? Done.
Pool
like
uni
first year.
No, but that was high though. Oh wait, are you saying Khalassed? I thought Khalassed was drunk.
Evil.
Oh, then nah. That funny enough, that wasn't the first.
That wasn't the first.
That had happened before, but it was at my friend's house. Whereas, I'll tell you the other one because the other one's funnier, innit? Because I was out and about with people, innit?
Set the scene there first.
So it's first year. I've now nudged my way into a calm social group. Things are blessed. Everything's plain sailing for the boy Fanuel. And then they're like, "Yo, let's go to a weed cafe." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cool. I go to them things. Let's go."
But
for real, do I, bro? Like, do I even smoke like that? So, like, I remember it was me. Maybe I won't say names in it. So it was me and 3 of our friends in it, for maybe 3 or 4, and some people I just met in it. So then, one of them guys had invited us to go. So we all go now, and prior to this, I'd only smoked in isolated occurrences. So it'd be it was usually with the same friend from back in the ends. We'd chill, and then we'd have one bun bonanza over 3 days when his parents weren't there.
Bun bonanza.
That's how I did it. But it was sick, bro. I can't still to this day goated, because what we do, his parents would go on holiday somewhere, I'd go to his, we'd get bet.
Yo.
EastEnders in the background.
EastEnders?
She is, yeah.
I can hear. See, you know me, my EastEnders thing. My ears switched on. My EastEnders senses started tingling.
Bro, man, I saw your face just perk up. Wait, what is that? You gonna watch it on iPlayer?
Yeah, I'll watch it after this too.
Oh, okay. So yeah, what was I say? So I also used to do this thing where it was kind of sick. His parents would be gone for 3-4 days or maybe a week. And then I'd go to his for 3 days. We'd just buy bare bud and I'd buy bare snacks and stuff from Asda and whatever, yeah. And then we'd just spend the 3 days high as fuck.
Just watching bender.
Can't lie, it was so, and cause back then we didn't bun like that, bro. It was just anyway. So that was really the only time I bunned. It would be in those 3-day spurs, but I didn't bun regularly, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so my tolerance, yeah. So my tolerance wasn't really my tolerance was still. My tolerance was high or low?
Low.
Tolerance was low, yeah, that's it. But tolerance was still low.
Sorry.
So then we go to this place now, this weed cafe in East London, and I've gone in now, and we're everyone sits in a circle, and there's a few of us in it, and bare these guys I don't know. I know some of them just through that one guy that's connected.
You know them through someone, and it's one of the ones where it's still the first few months of uni, so you're still gaining that respect.
Exactly.
Amongst another brother.
So then, bro, things are going splendidly. I'm a conversationalist, so things are calm. Everything's going blessed. We're smoking. Everyone we buy our drawers. This and that. I'm having a splendid time. And then then the guy surprised me and he backs up checkers. I'm like, yeah, I'll play. And then we start playing word games. It's so, and I'll be real, because a lot of them were hood. I just didn't expect it. I'll be real. But then it's blessed. So we're all playing
seems
word
like
games.
Vibe, though. Can't lie.
Yeah, and then obviously I'm not being deep, but bro, I'm smart in it. So I was just winning baredies in it. It was only really between me and one. My other friend will know who he is in it. It was only me, him, and one other guy that were actually contending. The rest of them were slow as fuck. They were you know how I mean, innit? It's me and him were murking it. It was having bare fun. So then, by the way, my other friend has smoked way more than me, and this is important for the next bit. So then these man start bringing out hash. They're like, yo, I don't want hash. So actually 2 of my friends were there. So both of them are like, no, I'm good. But me being me, I'm like, Mr. Fanuel Big Balls. I'm like, yeah, man, give me the hash.
Don't bring the hash over me. Hash smash cash.
Let me smoke it. So then go around now, yeah. My smokes it, and then I smoked it now. You go around, smoked it, take a few pulls in that. My other friend's like, no, I'm good still. I should have taken that as a warning. So now 10, 15 minutes later, bro, my energy's not feeling good. My stomach's not feeling good. I'm like, oh no. And by the way, in the past, I've whited quite like maybe twice with my friend. That friend I said we do benders on. And sometimes
what, sorry?
whited, like when you get too high and you
What's
vomit.
that?
Like
I've
when you get,
never heard of that saying before in my life.
it's like you get too high and you vomit.
Oh, okay.
I can't lie. I think it's connected to my motion sickness. You know.
Oh, okay.
Do you know motion? Wait, do you know what motion sickness is?
Yeah, that's like when you're like, say for example, you're on like a boat and it's like swaying to the left to the right, and then you start feeling sick.
It can even be cars, isn't it? Like if
Yeah, or like on a plane or something. If you're just in a vehicle that's moving or something.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe that's what happened when I'm high in it, because then like, you know when you're bare high, things feel like they're moving about.
Yeah,
and it feels like I feel like maybe that's what makes me vomit. But anyway, or back then. So now, yeah, I'm starting to feel like, yo, I don't feel good. So now I've stopped talking now, and I'm just focusing all my energy on not vomiting. I'm like, please don't vomit. Please not here, man. Come on, please, man.
Not in front of my new buddies.
Literally, I've made a good impression. Things are going swimmingly. They've even invited me back another time. Please, man. Things are going great. Just don't vomit. So for the next like 15, 20 minutes, I'm just silent, trying to just calm myself. Come on, don't vomit.
And how you doing it? Like, how you trying to calm yourself?
But I'm just staying quiet, like, and I'm just trying to be like, please don't, like, no vomit. Just think of something else. No vomit.
Like you're speaking to yourself in your head, kind of.
Yeah. But then, bro, my stomach starts to feel warm. I'm like, no.
Oh, it's
no.
brewing. It's
brewing.
cooking up.
And then after about 20 minutes, I grab a cup in front of me and I start.
A cup.
I push the
cup.
There's a cup. I push the table and I.
What kind of management is that? A cup? Do you know?
So, bro, what you think would happen? I start vomiting, then the vomit overspills, and it spills out. It spills out of the cup onto the floor. And then, you know, everyone's gonna be like, oh, this guy just ruined our high, man. I ruined it for everyone.
The smell of the sick starts to go around the room. And you just so disgusting as well, because you throw it up into the cup, yeah, and it's open. Now all the sick is on your hands.
Bro, it was just a mess. So then, you know what happened? Yeah, now I've gone down, and like I'm like my head's between my knees, and it comes to vomit, and then I was like, and I just stayed there for a bit, and I was like, oh man, what have I done? I was like, no, because you know what? I didn't just embarrass myself. I embarrassed my friends that I came with.
Yeah,
you get me?
that gave me the cosign.
Yeah, so then now I'm just there. I'm like, and then I'm like, I get up. I'm like, don't worry, guys, I'll clean it. It's fine. So then I get up and I get.
High? Oh, that is.
Bro, it was a mission, bro. But I was like, nah, I'd rather do that than be this embarrassed.
Yeah.
So I just get a broom, and everyone was like, no, it's okay, but I know it's not. So I'm just
saying that.
Yeah. So I'm just mopping up, and then eventually it all gets mopped up, and then I just felt like one liability, and then I didn't smoke after that. I just stayed there quiet until we left. And then when we all left, like, as in my friends that I came with, it was just silent on the way back because we knew that I'd let us down.
So you let the whole team down?
I'd let us down, bro. Oh man, but yeah, that was my first time proper Khalassed in public, I guess.
Khalassed.
Yeah. How about yourself?
You know, there's only one moment that comes to my head straight away. God. I've never felt that this way in my life, and I've fallen off a fair few times, like you've seen. But this time, I didn't think I was gonna make it through. As in, I accepted my time on this earth was done.
You thought you was gonna die?
Yeah.
Capellini.
No cap, bro. I was done. You know how when you're at parties and you see, you know when you're at parties and you see people like, oh my god, I can't believe they actually got to that level. Like, where's their self-control?
Yeah, you was that.
I was that guy, bro. And I used to look at them guys and used to spit at them with disgust, and I turned into that guy for the night.
Listen, what happened?
So obviously, one of my guys, he goes uni in Birmingham, innit? And he had like a house party, innit? So he was like, yeah, come true, like you can just stay for like the weekend sort of a vibe, innit? So it was like, he was like, come on like the Saturday, like motive Saturday night, and then like you can just leave like Sunday whenever you want to leave, innit? So I rode through, and he knows some of my guys as well. So like 4 of us went. One of my guys drove. So obviously, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm feeling the vibe. This is a different city. I'm in Birmingham. Might as well try something new. Might as well go out of my comfort zone. So obviously, I bought like a bottle of vodka, and I haven't bought Smirnoff. I bought Glens.
That cheap standard that would get fucked.
Anyone that drinks vodka has bought Glens. Glens is like, how I like to describe Glens, yeah, it's basically petrol that's been refined.
For real,
it's
like
disgusting. It's disgusting. But anyway, the last like 5 times I've had like vodka in my life, I've thrown.
Wait,
up.
have you ever tried the Sainsbury's vodka?
Nah, why? I don't. Why would you even do that to yourself? You're honestly just asking for your liver to be
It's
cancelled.
just more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
But go on.
So obviously, man's got this thing, yeah.
Mm.
And then, so obviously, man's been drinking that. Man's feeling the vibe. Man's talking, yeah. How you been? Talking to people, just work in the room. You know how it gets.
Yeah.
Then one of my guys, he's like, "Yo, T, man's got a little something." I'm saying, "What you got, man?" I'm saying, "What you got?" Obviously, I'm feeling the vibe. He's like, "What you got?" Obviously, he's got some. May I say, plant-based pharmaceuticals.
Come on, Badalino.
he's got some plant-based pharmaceuticals, and me, I've dabbled, but I've never really put my foot in the plant-based pharmaceuticals.
Okay, calm.
So at that time, so I said, I'm in Birmingham, I'm at a house party, I'm with my guys, I'm with my niggas. What could go wrong? Hindsight's a beautiful thing, man. Seriously, my guy's like, "Oh, but bro, you've been drinking vodka, bro. Like, you don't want to be mixing spirits." And I say, "Shut up, man! Don't tell me what to do. I do what I want, innit?" I'm like, "Pass the ting, fam."
Oh no.
Pass the ting, fam. Pass the ting. Good you, man. You say, "Yeah, man's got another ting." Yeah, Rasta. I said, "Rasta, man." Finish the second ting. Man's got a third ting. I'm like, "Bro, Ross it." I'm like,
Bro,
"Ross it."
is this guy a dealer? Why has he got so much bud?
Yeah, man, it's just a house party. You know the vibes. I was like, "Ross," and my guy was like, "Bro, T, relax." I was like, "Shut up, man." He was like, "Nah, relax." But he was like, you know when your guy goes for the second time, "Yo, relax, you're doing it,
real.
you're doing it."
It's real. It's real.
So I'm like, "Alright, cool, let me chill." So see, man's still feeling the vibe. Bless, I'm calm. I'm like, "Bro, like this mixing thing is pattern. Like, why is everyone talking like it's a mad thing? Like, you always fall off when you mixing that." So obviously, like 30 minutes goes past, I'm calm. 45 minutes go past, I'm calm. And then there was a switch. There was a switch in my body chemistry that just went wow. Like, you know, I think man them will know it. Like, man them that switch, they'll have a wow feeling.
Everything just turns sour.
Know, everything just turns dark. Everything just turns dark and everything just goes, and you go from like, you know when you're like you're waved or you're like you're drunk or something, you're on that high level,
you're on a certain vibrational level. Yes.
Shut up. But then,
that's what it is, but go on.
But then when you pass that peak of you being so like high up and you start coming down,
It's bad.
you can't go back up. You got to firm that low to get back to
yeah.
normality. So bro, I'm down. So you know the ones. First I was like, "Bro, let me just go outside, get some fresh air." Got my fresh air. It's not working. Bro, I'm just outside. Just start throwing up. I just start throwing up. And because I'm so Khalassed, I can't even control what I'm throwing up. So man's just throwing up over my trousers. I'm throwing up over my crepe. As I'm throwing up,
bro,
my guy's coming out like, "Oh, Toye, where are you?" He's seeing me. Yeah, I'm throwing up. He's like, "Bro, sit down." So I'm sitting down. I'm throwing up as I'm sitting down.
You one of them. Oh, that's disgusting, bro.
Man, them are all coming out, yeah. And I've gone outside to like the front. So people are coming to the motive and I'm sitting down.
I bet they saw you and be like, this man is fucking banging, bro. You're a mess.
I'm a mess, bro. People are coming to the motive. They're like, "Oh, right. Who's this guy?"
Bro, there's no chance he was talking to anyone that day as well. After them seeing you there.
One of my guys tried saying that I think he's capping, but he tried saying that he was chatting to one ting, yeah, and the ting was like to him, "Oh,
is that your friend?"
Yeah. He said no. He said that's not my guy.
Hey, man did that Jesus thing when it's like, I see when they were like, "Oh, do you know Jesus?" They're like, "Nah." His disciples like, "Nah, I don't know Jesus still." And they snaked you on the highest order.
He tells this story every time. I'm like, "Bro, you're capping. That just did not happen, bro." But I was done, bro. As in, like, but see,
jokes,
when I'm done, I remember the whole night. I still remember the whole night, but I was just so done, bro. Like, I honestly thought I'm not waking up. Like, I didn't want to go sleep, so I didn't think I was gonna wake up, bro. But I was done out, completely done out, bro. But yeah, man, that was just a jinx.
You know,
Never again have I done that mixing thing. It's just long.
I can't lie. The only time I've had shit like that, where I wasn't vomiting, but it was first year. I think it was freshers because freshers I'd never drank like that, bro. I had nights where for the first time I had blackouts. Like I had bits of my memory I just couldn't remember.
I never have that though. I can't lie.
Yeah, so bro, neither had that until freshers, and like the next day, niggas would show me videos of me talking to them, bro. I don't remember having that conversation. I don't remember any of it. Can't lie. That scared me a bit still because it made me think, bro. If I don't remember that, what could someone do then?
Or what could you do that you don't remember?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't like that lack of control.
Yeah, I hear that.
But yeah, so yeah, that was our Khalassed one. Oh, bro, before we move on to the nut one, you need to tell the one when you've seen angels and spirits, man.
No, she said that for another. She said that for another episode.
Well, because of time. Or because I can't like that. To me, that's the most Khalassed you've been. And
I tell you what.
And
You can't give them everything. Not yet. You can't get them everything.
I can't lie.
That's gonna go with the episode that we had planned for later. Yeah,
the
that
addictions
one.
Say that.
Addictions.
In that case, so then we'll round off the first with the first nut. Oh wait, we didn't even do first. Oh no, we did kind of do first. Nah, we didn't do first kiss, but
I don't remember, man. I'll be real with you. I actually can't remember, man. I can't remember, man.
I'll quickly say, so my first one, I think, was on that night when I did that bender with 8 things. But then my first sober lips was the wettest story. I invited her to go to my gaff on the rare event that, like, because my mum was working out of London and my dad was busy working late, so I had a free gaff here. Invite her around now. Man was not on nothing. Remember this? I was that guy. I was not on nothing. So she's in my yard now. I've made her oven. Bro, but oven baked, innit? That's all I can make. chips and like Kievs and that, innit? So
that pizza joints.
Yeah. So I made that now. I'm watching Kevin Hart. We're on my like sofa that reclines, and then,
nice.
But bro, everything's smooth apart from the nigga. So then, like, bro, this is what I'm saying. She was even doing shit like she even put Haribo's in her mouth and was making me take them, and I was taking them and not lips.
With your hand, you taking them with your hand,
bro. Like I think I took 3 with my hand, and I took one in my mouth, but I didn't lips her. That's what I'm saying. I was wet, bruv. I was so shook. So then, like, so the whole night goes, and like we're watching whatever, and I don't lips, so I don't do nothing like that, innit? I was a weird you. So then. Now we're out at the bus stop, and it's late. I'm like,
like you're walking her to the bus stop so you can go home and.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, bro, I can't. How am I gonna go back to school the next day, man? Niggas know that I invited her around, like.
And you didn't kiss her.
So then I proceeded to do the wettest thing, So and you know, I waited till the bus was coming, so it was do or die, and I was like, yo, can I? I was like, can I kiss you? And then she's like, yeah, and I literally, she went on the bus, Now I'm saying this in voice, but back then I was like, yeah, I'm the man, yeah.
I've got my kiss, I've got my 5 points.
Like, bro, I wouldn't have been like the man, but yeah, that's probably my first sober kiss. I was wet.
God.
Worst thing I probably like year 8 or something as well. Year 9.
Nah, you know them ones, you gotta go through them times.
Yeah.
You actually gotta go through them tough times. They don't last.
But yeah, that's probably my first kiss. So then we can just move on to the first nut, innit? I feel like our stories would be similar. So
we're talking.
Like the very first time you beat your meat, if you can remember it.
Yeah, I do. I was a late bloomer though.
Well, when did you start?
I was late. I can't remember the time, but based on the video, people will know. Do you get what I mean?
It depends if they're porn fanatics.
No, because it was like a.
Oh yeah, you thought they won't know.
Talisa.
That Talisa sex tape, the infamous one. I can't lie, everyone was telling me she gives a deadest head because it was her. Like for me, that was mad. It's like I was seeing
because it was her. I was like, oh my god.
And I used to listen to N-Dubs on a rig, so it was even hotter for me. But I can't lie, Nah, she was a right dirty one still. I like that one still. That video is iconic. Do you remember the nut? Or no? Do you remember the video?
I remember the nut. I remember the video. All I remember is me going,
I remember.
Like a soul was cast out of me.
Mad, did it?
It was like I went to one of them like Nigerian
there's pastors where they take stuff out of you.
Take a demon out. Nigga, I was functioning. I didn't want software update, fam.
And all you see is the demon just spread out on the floor in one white creamy mess, bro.
But yeah, bro, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Man was like similar. I remember. I think it was to a babe station thing. Yeah, and then
Wait, as it on the TV?
them 908 channels. Yeah.
Oh, you did the full experience.
Yeah, and I was sitting down there. Like I didn't cool. I was just watching in it. So I'm straight to my meat. Yeah, can't even lie. Yeah, it can sound weird, but man was thinking of like certain things at school in it. Like,
oh God.
Well, but that's not. I don't think that's mad, innit? I'm thinking of other girls that I found ling in it.
You know what? It's not mad, but it's mad that you said it. Do you get what I mean?
I'll give niggas the real rap 100 story in it. So then I remember, yeah. I was being bare vocal in it. I was saying stuff. I was like, I was saying the person name, like, oh yeah, person name, yeah. So then, yeah, bro. I remember the way that I found out about all this stuff, yeah. Bro, I was saying like man shit like that, yeah. And the way that I'd if you can see so yeah. But so then yeah, the way that I found out about being my mate, one guy at school. So it was that one guy. He told everyone about it, like, yo, you guys should go home, you should try this. Milk comes out of your dick, whatever. So I'm like, bro, I need to try this shit out. So now I'm doing as I said I was doing. And bro, when I'm about to nut, why did I go? I had one noise and just nut, bro. It was so mad.
Oh God, niggas are burning.
Maddest feeling, bro. Felt like what? As the same as you, maddest feeling. But yeah, that brings us to an end of our first segment.
Yeah, hopefully that was a good segment, man.
And
I feel like we rambled on, but there was still some laughs within there. There was still some laughs within there.
This actually, seeing as the last one we spoke on was about releasing now, this next segment is on energy, vibration, and semen retention, so it works. We're calling this YSS. T coined it that, and I thought it meant your spiritual shit. It actually means, what was it?
Young Sage Segment. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Fanuel seems to always be up with the fairies, with all these spirits and all these energies and all these feng shuis and all these informative lessons on spirits. So, I thought, it seems like people are actually enjoying it.
We got some good feedback. And T's told me T's loosen the reins, and he's gone, you know what, go mad.
I gave you a little tester to see if people would like it. Seems like people are enjoying these little informative facts. I said, you know what, let's make it a little segment. We're going to call it YSS, Young Sage Segment. Young Sage Segment, Young Spiritual Shit. You know the vibes.
Okay, guys.
Say your piece, say your piece.
Seeing as I've been given permission, I'm going to take you man on a journey still today.
Oh, here we go.
So there's a lot of stuff. So it kind of carries on, because last week was masculine energy and feminine energy. Today is just more about energy in general, vibrations and frequencies. So a lot of people are immediately, a lot of logical man going to be like, oh no, not this shit again. Now, yeah, before I open up with my shit, I'm going to tell you man something that might make you think, like maybe I'm a dickhead, bro. So a lot of these men that say, oh, no vibrations, this and that, rare tear, like, oh, it's bullshit. Them man are like, no, I believe in pure science. Yeah.
But before you start off and before you go off on one, what the hell do you mean by vibrations?
So every single thing has a vibration, and that's just facts. Like we have vibrations, an apple has a vibration, a table has a vibration. Everything has a vibration or frequency that it emits and it resonates at. Before I go into properly, I'll just quickly say, so this is for the bare scientific man that I also once was. I was a very skeptical person. Yeah, the father of science, Nikola Tesla. Yeah.
Oh God.
Who has created 80% of the things that we use today, yeah. So, bro, when I clocked one guy made this, I was like, bro. So, he made TV remotes, TV remotes, remote controls, neon and fluorescent lights, wireless transmission. I think parts of Wi-Fi, computers, smartphones, laser beams, X-rays, robotics, alternating current. That means AC, like how we get electricity. The nigga basically created electricity, and like this guy, who's the father of science, yeah. He had this quote. He had a few quotes that were like this. But yeah, where's my? Sorry guys, technical difficulties. I seem to have lost the tab. It's calm. I'll Google it. 1 sec. Yes. Okay. He goes, the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. And then one other quote, directly about vibrations. He goes, if you wish to understand the universe, think of energy, frequency, and vibration. So, bro, this guy clearly probably one of the smartest person to ever live, the most innovative person to ever live, the father of science. And this nigga's going, yeah, you man need to start paying attention to energies, vibrations, and frequencies. So, as I was saying before, everything has a frequency. They're called resonant frequencies, innit? So one thing that everyone has seen, and you would have seen as well, is someone shattering a glass through sound. You've definitely seen that. You ever seen that?
Like with singers
So, like,
and opera
yeah.
singers. And then
it smashes.
Everything will smash. Yeah.
So what they're actually doing is matching the glass's resonant frequency. They found the frequency of it, matching it, and when you match the resonant frequency of an object, you're able to change its form. So in that case, it shatters. Now the reason this is so significant is, what else can you match the resonant frequency of? So a lot of us man are quite backwards, but bro, there are certain stories from back in the day. Also, first off, yeah, bro, I've done bare research on this, innit? So different things like prayers, mantras, chants, they're all vibrations. They're all just them using their voices and instruments to induce certain things. So some people have seen, like even like in modern day science, they've just started to be able to levitate small little Malteser sized rocks with sound and frequencies. They'll blast the sound and frequencies at these things, they'll find the resonant frequency and it levitates.
Yeah.
Now, what's mad about this is, yeah, in 1938 there was this guy called 1939, there was this doctor that got called to treat this like high monk or whatever, like someone that was high in the monks, innit? He was quite ill, so they called him out there to operate on him or to help him. Yeah. He ended up liking it, so he's like, you know what, I'm gonna stay here for a while, I like the people. So after he'd gained their trust in that, they then took him up the mountain. They were like, yeah, we're moving some rocks today, we want to show you something. So they go up now, yeah, and they have these massive rocks. So these guys have 19 instruments. They set them exactly 63 meters away from the stone in a certain formation. They start playing the instruments and they start chanting these frequencies.
Yeah.
4 minutes later, the rocks start to elevate.
Oh shit.
But bro, do you know what's mad?
Go.
What did
I'm trying to be. No, you know, I've told myself I'm gonna try to be open-minded.
But then, bro,
YSS,
do you know what's mad?
YSS.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, you don't even need to be open-minded, because that's why I opened with modern day science has done it with small Maltesers. They just found the frequency of that. These men from back in the day have been doing this frequency shit for fucking centuries, so they know the frequencies of different rocks and different big stones. They know how to move other shit. So, they started using this in science in terms of like treating cancer. So in 1938,
This is still in 1938 with the cancer treatment?
No, so this is different person now.
Okay.
So 1938, Dr. Royal Raymond Rife cured 16 terminally ill cancer patients using a healing device that used electromagnetic frequencies. And what he was literally doing, he found the resonant frequency of cancer cells. And he was able to blast it, and like the glass, they were shattering and rupturing. He was able to kill 60% of cancer cells by doing this, using these frequencies and vibrations or whatever. So Bear Man will be like, wait, so what happened to his research? A lot of it was taken away or whatever. People will be like, oh, of course it was. Bro, by the FDA, whatever, the big pharma. So Bear Man will be like, oh, of course it was. So then, Anthony Holland recently recreated that same experiment and got the exact same. There's even a TED talk on it, so you man can watch it. This shit is real.
Slap the link in the description.
So he did this thing where he did the same stuff. He tried to use frequencies and match the resonant frequencies of these cancer cells, and the same shit happened. These cells are starting to squirm and die. So bro, that's how it's being used in health, innit? So then I started thinking, also there are these rocks called the Al Nasna rock formation in Saudi Arabia and the Puma Ponka complex somewhere else in it. Google them. They're hundreds and hundreds of year old stones and rocks that have been cut with what seems to be laser type precision, but they didn't have the tools for that. So then I started deeping, bro. What I started finding out was these men apparently were able to like use these frequencies and vibrations, emit them at rocks, and then you're able to cut them like butter.
Yeah. And
that also makes sense as to why Bear Man don't understand how the Egyptians were able to make these pyramids. How the hell? And they tried to recreate it. They've tried to use modern day cranes to lift the rocks and that, and they can't do it. Then bro, I started putting two and two together. I was like, oh my god, bro. Then, and I also found more research on this. Yeah,
You had a eureka moment. Is that what you're
yeah.
trying to say?
I think the Egyptians were able to do the same stuff. They were able to like find frequencies and emit them at these massive rocks to one, cut them down so easy like butter, but then two, levitate them into place. That's why Bearman don't understand how the pyramid was made. It don't make no sense because we can't make sense of technology we haven't got because them man had it, and now and the big thing with them was they were very, very spiritual. Their science and spirituality were interlinked, whereas now science and spirituality are separate. Most scientists kind of look down on spirituality, and that's why our stuff is capped. So they had this device. Now obviously now this is, you might need to humour me, innit? So now I'm taking bits of what I've seen and going, okay, let's play a thought exercise, innit? So Egyptians apparently had a device that when tuned to a specific frequency and with it could mould massive stones like butter. Calm. So one sec. I've made a lot of notes in it. By the way, that levitation thing that's happened recently, it was in 2015. 2015, a team from Spain did a similar thing where they used frequencies to levitate small stones with just sound. So that doesn't make the big sounds seem that mad, because if they're able to do it now with small stones, clearly if you found the same frequency for a big one, the same thing will happen. Do you hear me? Alright, calm. So the one guy took it further. Man started modifying DNA with sounds and frequencies.
What's his name?
Dr. I'm gonna butcher this, Pyotr Farajev. He started modifying DNA using only sound and light frequencies. He was able to transform frog embryos to salamander embryos by transmitting DNA information patterns through frequency. Bro, are you like this shit is mad. So now I started thinking, calm, if everything has a frequency and a vibration and you're able to do this stuff, humans must do as well. And I found that they do. And it turns out, when niggas are sad and that you're in a low vibration, when you're really happy you're in a high vibration. And I was like, okay, cool. So are there things that push your vibrations up? Funny enough, there are. One sec.
Bro, stop moving your microphone. You're moving it.
Sorry.
Now
Bro, that wasn't even me. It levitated still.
It's the vibrations, like.
So yeah. Cool. So things that seem to increase your vibration. One is breath work. Another is meditation. So
shock.
Shock. Another is gratitude. Another is generosity, and a big one is diet. So remember when I said even apples and stuff can have vibrations. So foods can have different vibrations. The healthier food, the higher the vibration. That's why niggas feel like shit when they eat junk food, and that's why you feel really good when you're eating salads and whatever. Because these foods have vibrations, and anything you eat or ingest, your energy and their energy have sex in a sense. Do you get me?
Yeah, I got you. I just find jinx how you got sex.
Exactly, yeah. So like anything you do, it averages out. So if you're let's say we say vibrations are 0 to 10, yeah. Let's say you're on a 5, and you engage in a habit that has a vibration level of 3. The resulting vibration you now have is a 4. You feel that dip. But let's say you engage in a high vibration thing, like maybe like yoga. Meditation, exercise is a big one. A lot of people feel that. You know, when you do exercise, how do you feel after the tiredness or whatever? You feel good because your vibration level has raised. So I started thinking, yeah. Also, another way that you can raise your vibration is by listening to other niggas with a higher vibration. Yeah. But
how do you know that someone has a higher vibration in you?
You can. That's the thing. You can sense it. It's an aura thing. Like anytime that you've spoken to someone, you think like put it this way: 2 niggas can say the exact same sentence, but one will hit more. It's because that nigga's energy is different. Do you hear me?
So basically, if you dumb it down, are you trying to tell me that like vibrations is vibes?
Essentially, and it all connects. So then, like, and in our bodies, we have 97 to 98.5% of junk DNA. Only about 2% of our DNA is actually used to modify proteins and stuff. The rest of it is just there. So I saw these other things and they were like, well, basically, apparently if you're able to, like, through meditation, through diet, yoga, whatever, just doing good, like, because deeper, your vibration is a reflection of the cycle of shit you do. So niggas that get into a cycle of just doing shit that ain't shit, you feel like you ain't shit. Niggas that get into cycles of good habits, you start to raise it and feel better and better, and your perspective also heightens. So then I started thinking, and I started seeing, they were like, how, well, a possible theory is that once you're in a cycle for a long enough time, it can be years, maybe that 97 to 98% of junk DNA starts getting used. Maybe once it gets switched on, you're able to do some superhuman shit. Do you hear me? But then, bro, that top right there is the issue of today. Like, if you go back 500 years, niggas were so spiritual, they was ready, they was open-minded. But us as a whole, we've become closed-minded. Maybe tech's done that, maybe our times have done that. And there was this guy here, oh my God, this is unrelated but kind of related. It was a prophecy made by this guy in ancient Egypt, innit? I've spelled his name horribly wrong. But yeah, started deep in, yeah. So you know how, like, so by the way, I've kind of finished it now, innit? Now we're just going into a conversation about it.
Let's go into the takeaway. Like what you've taken away from it.
I think that what Nikola Tesla is right, and what he said was right in the sense where if we, you know how he was like, if you want to see more progress in 10 years than you can see in like centuries, you have to start combining spirituality and science. I agree with that. I think vibrations, energies and frequencies are the key. Because, bro, these devices they were making were apparently, they were trying to, because you know how there's energy all around. I think it's called the isochronic atmosphere, yeah? But there's just energy everywhere. And they were like, if you can make devices to harness that energy, you would essentially have limitless energy. No fuels, no solar energy, just pure limitless energy. And then that's what I started thinking. Maybe that's what the ancient Egyptians were doing back then. And then I clocked, and then I had this mad eureka moment.
Go on.
Bro, this one I was like, oh my days. This is the podcast that might get us locked up, yeah? Nah, bro, watch.
Don't say it, bro.
So you see how I was like, how they've just now found out how to do it with small little balls, resonate frequencies and make it levitate for as long as they want, as long as the frequency's playing. I was like, is that how UFOs work? No, deep it. Because bro, bare man have cited it now. It's got to a point where even the government came out and said, yeah, UFOs are real. This happened last year. Like, they're a real thing, full stop. But now I start thinking, like, raw, we always see them levitating and they're able to travel to different planets very easily. I think
you just say we always see them levitating.
No, as in people always see them levitating. Like in the sightings and stuff. Bro, you know what? I wasn't even going to get onto this today, yeah? One sec. You can hear me typing. I'm about to get something up hot. One sec. 16th of April. Bro, look.
This guy's coming in
bro,
for
The Guardian, 16th of April 2021. Pentagon confirms leaked photos and videos of UFOs are legitimate. What does that mean, bro? Yeah, you feel a bit weird now, don't you? You're a bit scared. God, bro, that's what I said. Like, aliens are real. Like, it's not even a joke no more. The Pentagon have come out and gone, yeah, the leaked photos are real still. The leaked photos of UFOs are real, my nigga. Now what? Niggas are like, oh no, it's hearsay, bro. The Guardian, the Pentagon, bro.
I just didn't trust. I just didn't trust them sort of sources, man.
What, the Guardian?
Man,
look at you, bro. Look at you. You're scared. You're scared. No, this.
I always do it.
You're scared.
That's what they want us to think. That's what
No,
they want us to think.
they want us to think they don't exist. That's why they've been covering their existence for years. But only now. Look, you've been conditioned and it's working well. You get me? But anyway. No, but bro, it's a thing where you can't even affect it at times. It's conditioning. We've all been conditioned, and someone might be like, okay, nah, bro. I don't get how much more someone has to say. Then in 2021, niggas came out. The U.S. Defense Department came out and went, yeah, them images of blinking triangular objects, yeah, they were UFOs still.
Listen, do you know what it is? Until I meet an alien right in front of me and he's like, in my face, I can't believe it, man.
But you believe in God, though. I got you. But you believe in God. Like, it's you know what I'm saying?
Look at this guy.
Niggas
I'll give you that. Nah,
no, thank you.
I'll give you that.
Niggas picking and choosing meant to be logical. So anyway, I'm gonna go with this article and let's assume that they're real, as this article and Pentagon are saying. So I was thinking, so is that how they're levitating? They're using, like, they've made whatever advanced technology to use vibrations, energies and frequencies to levitate for long space flight. And that's what us man are lacking. Us man are still using fuel and all this other stuff, which means that we can only do limited space travel. I think that's the next step. As Nikola Tesla said, I think the next step is to combine tech, AI, whatever, and vibes and frequencies. And that's going to make us see a heaven that we ain't ever seen. And that's the takeaway, innit? Nigga, please, people, start waking up. This shit is real. It's around us and it's affecting us on a daily basis. Niggas are so. No, you've set me off.
Fanuel, do you know I'm laughing? Fanuel, do you know I'm laughing? You know those. You know how like sometimes you see crackers just in the middle of the street, with,
Just
like,
spouting nuts like stuff.
just spouting nuts, and they'll have like a brick in their hands, and they'll be screaming, "They're coming! The rapture is coming!" You sound like dead man. So
Do
badly,
you know what's
man.
mad? I started to think, I feel like what we actually want to learn and know is behind the veil of what we call common sense. I feel like a lot of stuff, I feel like logic is blocking us from a lot of stuff. Like logic is usually good, but there are certain things where you need to be on a different wavelength to even fathom or understand it. And deeper, would you agree that this is probably the least spiritual we've ever been as a human race? We've got less and less and less and less spiritual. You have more and more atheists coming out.
And more scientific.
I guess so.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that.
So then, and I think that's probably why bear man are bare depressed and silent or whatever, because they're no longer in touch with spirituality. Bear in mind, you don't need to belong to a religion, and that's another thing. Bear man are religious but not spiritual anymore, and that's the disconnect. Bear man will be like, yeah, I believe in God and this and that, but I don't really practice that much. They don't practice that much because they haven't felt the spirit. If you would have, if niggas had felt the spirit, they'd be practicing every day. Do you hear me? And I started deep and I was like, you know what? When I was younger, I used to be like, if God was real, why wouldn't he just like come out and do stuff? And then recently I've been clocking. Now I've been doing all these practices for like maybe like a year and a half. I'm starting to feel more things, and I clocked, yo, what if these messages are always there, but you have to be at a certain frequency to even be able to
take them in?
Exactly, and to get to that frequency, you have to practice day in, day out through what? Prayer or whatever, meditation, japa, whatever you want to call it. All of this shit is connected, my nigga. And like, the reason I was going back to like, this stuff's real though. And the reason I was going back,
if you carry on talking, man, the FBI,
we're gonna get emmed off. We're gonna get emmed off.
When we get emmed off, we'll just go missing. Let's say in like 3 months on a Wednesday, people are expecting an episode. You just won't be there.
Gone. Because then I saw this thing, and I was like, you know how like you've heard of people going all these other things, and like shamans used to use like chants and mantras, like people even do healing through them. So then, what was I gonna say? But there was so much I wanted to talk about, but I'm kind of getting to the end of it, innit? It was just more to make you, to let you man know about certain things, innit? But I've got a feeling, yeah. So our smartest scientists, unless they get in touch with spirituality, and unless spirituality gets respected as it used to, we're capped. Because I think certain men need to get certain messages from some other realm or whatever to bring certain things into creation. Do you get me? If niggas are only stuck in the physical realm, they'll only create things in the physical realm. Whereas sometimes you need an idea that doesn't come from this realm. And that's why back then, spirituality and science was interlinked. That's why them man was living, and we still are trying to catch up to what they was doing. Do you get me? Bear man think right now we're the most advanced we've ever been as a human race, and that's the problem. Niggas are blind. Niggas are blind to... Bro, go and pick up go and pick up a history book and see what niggas were supposedly doing. They don't make no type of sense. But yeah, that's
let's round up.
That's my rant done.
This guy's evangelized.
I was gonna say, so you're not gonna say it's beneficial for you man to keep listening to our podcast, because one way to increase your vibration energy is to listen to someone that's a high vibration. And obviously, I'm gonna be real, I'm a high vibration because I've been doing the cycle of things for ages. You get me? I've been doing this shit for ages, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So as it raises, niggas will be listening to us and be like, why do I feel their vibe so much? Remember I said, T, what did I say I am for AOF?
Just start floating. But
T, what did I say to you? I was like, I'm a chief and commissioner of the cultivation. No, I said I'm the chief and commissioner
of energies and cultivation.
in the sciences of the cultivation of energy for AOF. I was being real, bro. I'm being real. Because even conversations have energy. Like, have you ever spoke to certain niggas and you just feel energized? And you ever spoke to certain niggas and you feel drained? Like, oh, bro, that conversation was draining. Vibes and energies. But yeah.
I'm just transferring some vibrations to the people, then.
But yeah, that's basically me. That's really it. I just wanted to spread some heebie-jeebies.
Some YSS.
Yeah. If YSS. If niggas want to try some stuff, for like when you're sleeping, try listen to 2 frequencies, 432 hertz and 528 hertz.
This guy's a Gigi man.
Bro,
this guy's a Gigi man.
Like, they can help induce good sleep and stuff like that, or like stress relief. If you're feeling a bit frisky, you can go for a 938 hertz. That's God's frequency apparently. But that stuff, you might have some weird shit happen to you. But yeah, that's really it.
Sign us off.
God, man, this journey's weird. I respect. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you are someone that's like, you're the normal lad, but you have that hint of open-mindedness in it.
Well, yeah, so, you know what? I think I'm trying to become more open-minded.
Exactly. And
I'm trying to become...
Exactly.
And when I have a friend like Fanuel, that's just like, you got no choice but to. You get what I mean? People are probably even realising already.
Exactly. But then that's what makes the dynamic cool, innit? Because, bro, if it was two woke niggas, then niggas that aren't woke won't connect. If it was two normal niggas, there's nothing wrong with them. No, there's nothing wrong with them. It's more so, like, even my friends were saying, bare male podcasts sound the same. Because niggas are talking about the same shit. It's either girls, material wealth, or basic questions. Well, here we are, trying to push the envelope. No, we do. But it's like, bro, we're trying to push the envelope. We're trying to push it a bit, innit? But yeah, to sign us off, I hope this stuff leaves you feeling a bit, I don't know, a bit like, whoa, like, the fuck? Some of the shit I heard. Like, I implore you to go and maybe do a bit of research on yourself. Like, find out about this frequency and vibration and shit. And that's been episode 5 of AOF. It's been splendid as always. I've been Fanuel the Young Sage.
Yeah, man, it's been your boy T. It's been a good one. It's actually been kind of longer than usual, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a decent one. And yeah, we hope you enjoy this one and keep listening. Sending positive vibes, energies to all of you. Woo! But like, for real, innit? For real. Innovate you, man. Have a good week.
Shout out the social.
Oh yeah.
Before we do.
Shout out the socials. Socials are, I think they're all like Agenda Over Facts on everything, innit?
Agenda Over Facts Pod on Instagram. Yeah.
Calm. And is it the same on Twitter?
Nah, we ain't got Twitter though.
Oh yeah,
we learn that. We'll learn that later. We'll learn that when we reach that milestone we were talking about.
Yeah. So for now, we're just getting the product right.
Yeah, we're still refining. Still refining process.
But yeah, that's us. And I hope if you listen this far, thank you. And I hope you have a splendid week. So yeah, that's us. See ya.
I don't know.